No more! Where the are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!
If you're over 21 and still have life-changing experiences from video games, you may actually have arrested development disorder. This is a comment I got on my last video, and I don't want to bully this guy, so I'm not going to put his name here, but the original thread is still up on the identity video. You don't have to be nice if you disagree, but be civil. First thing I want to get in the way is pointing out that he immediately shifts the goalpost from RPGs can't or shouldn't give you a life-changing experience unless you're a nerd to, okay, maybe they can, but not if you're over 21. Well, my friend, allow me to introduce you to Disco Elysium. If you haven't played it, the less you know, the better. But I'll tell you this. I am physically incapable of doing an evil playthrough because I hold my partner, Kit Kitsuragi, in such high regard. Not because I'm insecure and I want him to like me, but because I genuinely care about him as a companion and respect him as a detective. And I don't even like cops. The painstakingly thought out dialogue, skill tree, mechanics, narration, and narrative work together to create a viscerally impactful experience.
I know you do. Everybody leaves when they get the chance. Go on, keep falling. Deeper. Take the door.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep.
If you've played the game, you know how intense this game gets and how much of an effect it can have on someone at such a personal, even intimate level. If you're like me and you've avoided a disco playthrough because of the consequences those choices can have on a playthrough of the game, subscribe and maybe I'll fulfill your fucked up quixotic fantasies and do it for you. Anyway, video games at their best should give you a life-changing experience. That's not to say games like Genshin Impact or Candy Crush don't have their place. Everyone needs time to shut their brain off for a little bit, but that's not what every game wants to do. Some games want to change your life. It doesn't mean that you come away from a game a Nazi apologist like Shadowrun Dragonfall allows you to do, or a race scientist if you decide to be friends with the worst guys possible in Disco Elysium.
Begging for help, attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Don't you welcome to Revachol. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
I came into Disco Elysium with one might call a woke perspective. All that means, though, is I'd already read the Communist Manifesto and understood the broad strokes of race science and phrenology. I don't want to get too far into either of these in case Susan is watching. Hi, Susan. But suffice to say,
I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it, and you don't have any doubt about it either. And if you reported it accurately, you would say.
Maybe not that far, but even engaging with these ideas can be difficult to do in other media. I mean, where else are you going to get a breakdown of the spread of US imperialism, the fall of the Soviet Union, and the war on terror and the people involved? A Ken Burns documentary? Fuck no. I want to do it while I'm trying to kill the Pope. Seeing that kind of information presented to you in a way where you are already so immersed in a world that feels so familiar makes you have to look this stuff up. And if this kind of discovery doesn't change the way you view the world or add to it at all, then I'm sorry to say, you must be brain dead. Life-changing doesn't have to be good either. I haven't personally dealt with the issue, but I have friends who have gotten addicted to certain games. Dealing with addiction can be a life-changing experience, and even though it doesn't fall into what we colloquially define as a life-changing experience, it's just another knock on this stupid-ass comment. Not all video games are art, but many are artistic projects from the ground up, and those projects have the ability to uniquely impact the lives of those that play them with their brains on. Too Long Didn't Read, don't shit on people for having passion for things they like just because you don't get it. And just because you don't understand something doesn't mean it's not valuable. If you've had a life-changing experience playing a video game, tell me and everyone else down in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Bye.
Is this how your mother likes it? I bet your mother likes it like this. She loves it. Yeah.